Hello my friends! Hello to this video giving you an overview about the restoration of a window made out of wood. We're meeting here again exactly in the same corner where I did my conclusion for the power tools for managing light floods in the house. Nevertheless, there's a big difference, which is the weather. It is sunny right now, whereas on the other video it was raining, which generated a beautiful rainbow. And another important difference is that there was here a ugly cabanon, kind of shed made out of metal, which was here. And as this parcel is used by the village authorities, I asked them to kindly remove this, what they did. And I have to thank here the municipality, we say conseil communal, as well as the administration, especially Géraldine B, who perfectly dealt my file, as well as, of course, the technicians who came here for removing this shed. You also see here that I kept the lawn quite high. No use of lawnmower this time. We are now in May, and I've been told that it's better not to mow the lawn. If you're not mowing the lawn, this is excellent for biodiversity, to start with the insects. Two main chapters for this operation. The first one is to sand the wood, and the second one is, of course, to put in paint. For the sanding, you will notice on this video the amazing superiority of this machine. This here is the multifunction machine. You will see that I've used it extensively. Thanks to this triangle, you can really reach every little part of the window. For the second part, I used this tape for securing that the window is not getting stained with the paint. I used here a plastic ribbon. This is a very precise tape, but you can also use this one. It may be a little bit less precise, but I would say it's more ecological because it's made out of paper, so it's still an option to consider. For the painting, not much to comment, except that I did 3 layers on these frames. And what is interesting to notice in the video, especially the first one, is that your results for the first layer are usually very disappointing, but this is really totally normal, so that's why I made the detailed video. We're ending with the last video showing you the last layer and how I'm also cleaning up the windows, like removing the tapes which protected the windows. a very important information for doing these works yourself is weather conditions. You need two conditions. The first condition, you need to have a dry sequence of days. Here in the video I did, I had some days where I stopped working for weather conditions. And the second condition is to have a certain level of temperature. This is, as you have seen in my video about the fundamentals about painting, it is that you need a certain temperature. This temperature is usually indicated on your paint pot. But the main reason is, of course, that in case it's too cold, the paint will not be fluid and will have less adherence on the wood. In case you want to do the works yourself, so you will have the chance for seeing the very detail of each single step. And also a very important reminder, don't forget to read the description box, because first of all, I'm putting in writing all what I did. You have also access to chapters, which is quite comfortable for you. And I'm integrating in time all the comments I've received from my viewers. And by the way, don't hesitate to leave some comments for helping the other fellows doing these works. These works will take place in height, even if here it is not excessively high because I had the chance of being able to go on my roof. Let me tell you that I have also a video about doing works in height, which still is relevant also for these works. At this very stage, my friend, let me just show you, without willing to spoil you, the window like it is shown in the very last video. Of course, this cloud that is reflected in the window has an amazing similarity with the window of the Magritte Museum in Brussels. And this, of course, gives me the occasion for making a very sincere tribute to all the people working in museums. Museums are extremely important for feeding our imaginary, for putting substance in our life, and finally giving also a meaning to what we're doing in our daily life. I want to thank here, of course, all the staff, to start with the administration, and of course the conservateur or conservatrice, I don't know how you say in English, the people who are responsible for the collections, and of course all the other staff. This is essentially for welcoming the visitors. It is also, of course, the security which is related to the artwork. And I forgot to mention this profession in my video about hospitals. Of course, all the people doing the cleaning. I think nobody of us would like to visit a museum where the ground is not clean. And God knows how many square meters you have in museums. So many thanks also for the people ensuring the cleanliness of the place, as well as all the jobs which are around, like the movers. I have myself never moved a painting which value went above 1 million euro. I don't know what it is when you're moving a painting which is worth 20 or more. And besides this, of course, also the insurers, for making sure that a paint which is taken from New York to Paris is well insured. Before closing, you have noticed here that I'm wearing the famous Ampelman, which is one of the symbols of Berlin today and a heritage of Eastern Germany, which is, by the way, one of the few which have survived in this new Germany for the eastern side. And this is adding up to my t-shirt about Barcelona, which I wore in the video about how to install a shelf on the wall. The truth is that I love Europe. After this introduction, I can invite you now to join the first video of the series, which is about the sanding of the window frame. So see you in a minute on Happy Hour TV 1.